Niggas looking for a kudos from a Kratos. Brimstone to leave a crater. Call that shit rainstorm. You're in grave danger. Crash boards, box out, hop out, pop mouths. Boys, grown folks talking. Say they looking for the truth, nigga. I'm the proof, nigga. I be smoking on that fruit. Call it I am blue, nigga. It's the root of all. Even when the apple ain't fall to the drawing board. Draw four, pull it off guard. Watch where you hang, man. They playing hangman, man. In Jesus' name, amen. That's the game plan. In my eye, 6 cents, never 6 cents. When I look into my wallet, all I see is dead people. All you know is plain Jane hoes. I've been playing codes. Nigga try to hit a stain on me, not a stain on me. Nigga trying to take some cash from me, turn crash dummy. Got respect.
It's just like you just gotta see it through. I don't know.
I can't see it through. It's too risky, even with condom, seeing it through.
Nah.
Yeah.
With the condom, like, it's just that it's such a high percentage of it not happening. I would take that risk.
I wouldn't take that risk. Because if that happens, I'm gonna be even more pissed off. Cause
nah, it's just halfway through it, you pull it out, make sure it's still illegal, and you finish.
Nah, you definitely don't go back in with the condom, because then that's when you start pushing it out, and then that's when you just asking for it. Like, you definitely don't keep fucking with cum in the condom.
Oh man,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like right before you about to get ready to finish, like this bitch still on? All right, bet, and then.
Okay, got you.
You don't just shoot the club up and then pull it out. Like, it wasn't on there.
It looks like safety was off the whole time.
I said, nah.
Oh shit! I hit a kid.
This was a movie theater. Hey, let me get out of here.
But nah, man, you know what I'm saying. Did y'all see any of Evo? I know you said you saw a little bit of the motherfucking Dragon Ball Z fighters.
Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yeah, it's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Sonic Fox still getting that bread, man. I'm glad that.
You know how the ending went?
Nah, I know it was Goichi and Sonic Fox in the finals. I still gotta watch the remainder of it. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's it's really important that you say that.
Yeah, I was watching. You see it, Marte?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's a controversy. Remember when we was talking in the car?
Yeah, I don't want to know about it. I just want to see it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Anyway, so spoiler. Nah, I won't tell you, but yeah, it definitely would have helped if you would have finished it.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna finish watching it. Well, this blockchain shit, I seen some shit about that.
What's that?
That's about it.
It's basically like
more cryptocurrency.
Yeah, but it's not just a form of cryptocurrency. It's like an actual place to exchange and buy the crypto, like to use the cryptocurrency to buy shit. Because basically, right now there's always a third party that's in between you and the person that you're buying and selling from, like PayPal or Apple Pay or whatever they got.
Google Wallet?
Whoever it is.
Google Wallet, the official transaction for mobile phones. Apple Pay stole it from Google Wallet.
Yeah. It's always some third party that's in between you and whoever you're making the transaction with. Basically, with blockchain, there's not going to be a third party because they have to have that third party to make sure that the recipient and the person who's giving the money, that both of them are valid, and then they have to validate the transaction. So blockchain, and basically it said like, the risk with that is these companies that are the hub that hold all of this information, they're holding all of the information and all of these transactions, and they can be hacked easily, like Sony, Facebook, you know what I'm saying? They can get hacked all the time, and then all your information can just be out there. So I guess what blockchain is it's like, we just gonna put all the information out in the open, that way it ain't nothing to hack, because it's all just out there. Like,
what? No way, that's a terrible idea.
Exactly. Well, maybe I don't understand it fully, but it's like, it's basically all the transactions will be on a database that's accessible for everybody to be able to see. That way you'll be able to validate, oh, this is a real person selling this because I can see like them selling shit.
Okay.
Like that.
So like your history of purchases and sales and transaction is viewable.
Yeah.
So you don't get scammed.
Yeah.
But then that's like,
and also it's so you can see that they're like they selling only one version of that item, so they're not selling duplicates of it to you and a bunch of people, or making fake items.
Okay, I mean, I guess on that end is good, but if I wanted to buy some shit I don't want people to know, that makes it totally useless.
Right.
Like completely useless from the jump. But I mean, I guess I get the idea of it, but yeah, that shit is.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's more like, it ain't for shit that you don't want people to know about. It's just like about like shit that you are trying to buy, but instead of having to pay the extra little bit, because you always like when there's third party shits involved, you don't know about it, but you paying little fees and shit that you don't know about. So like, and then also they were saying it'd be different benefits because if they have it up on this network, you know how computers is so fucking woozy. So the way that they was fucking describing it in Game Informer was like, basically if it's set up like this, like if they have a network that they've got set up to where you can access it and you can buy and sell items to different people, there's like, it might get to the point to where they might be able to finagle it to where like, just in coding and shit like that, like you might be able to sell like a gun from Diablo to somebody in Destiny, maybe a whole costume or a whole person. Like you might be able to, you know what I'm saying? Like you might have built like a special gun to unlock something special, and instead of selling it, instead of having these items that you to unlock that you can't use or you can't sell or something like that, the same way that you buy it in microtransactions from online, you can just sell shit from your game.
Is that happening already on it, or
they're thinking about implementing it? But they're like, it's a whole bunch of different, like just like how much there's benefits to it, there's the negative aspects.
Because I know, like for instance, like in Diablo 3 and shit, or like Neverwinter and games like that, like you can like they have auction parts to the game already where it's like, hey, you can use in-game currency or like the purchasables, like virtual currency and shit to buy items and shit from people. So that's already a thing that's happening. So I don't see that happening with it just because like that's thing games already do. Like
yeah, but they're trying to take it to the next level. Instead of you just buying it with in-game currency, you can buy.
Nah,
shit.
but like no,
you can buy and sell shit from people with.
But now, what I was saying though, like yeah, like you could still with the thing though, like you could still do it like for instance like Neverwinter, like you can either buy it with in-game currency, but of course you know with that type of shit they always have it super dumb high, to where it's like you're not getting that.
Also
or you can like purchase a special different purchasable like real money currency like and buy it. But I can see that popping off just because game companies ain't gonna let you fucking do that without them getting a cut.
Well, it is some game companies that's starting to look into it. They also thinking about just off of the strength of like when you have used games, like it might fuck GameStop up too because they're letting you be able to have like to be able to buy and sell used games and digital games from other people. Mm-hmm. Like let's say I get on Steam, I buy a game for $15. I don't like this game and I want to sell the property of it to you for $10. Then with this blockchain thing, instead of having to go through all this extra shit and get it to you,
I can just give it.
I can just sell it to you directly for this cryptocurrency. The only thing is like you said, with the there's benefits, but with it being so new, it's so motherfucking difficult because of all different types of cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrency is not like the dollar to where it just stays the same. It fluctuates like
crazy
daily.
Well, the dollar does, but the only reason I can see it working on games just because like game companies are all about their profit. So I just can't see them being like, oh, like, because that's one of the things with the digital games, like, because one of the main reasons why I buy my games digital is so I would stop trading them into game type of shit. But on the real, I just can't see them doing it because game companies already hate GameStop and shit and the used game model because GameStop gets in trouble all the time for how they push their used games over new ones already. Mm-hmm. Like, where they'll lie about, like, oh, we don't have it in stock. They rather sell used games because they get a bigger profit on that.
Right.
So, and that's one of the big problems with selling game companies already. So I just can't see like Sony being like, "Hey, G, you tired of that fucking Tomb Raider? You ain't playing no more? You want to sell it? Nah, fuck you. You got it." That's how they really gonna go. Like unless they can find some way like to do it like back end to where like it's a
they can make money off of it too.
No, where they can make money off of it, or the blockchain thing can figure out a way to where they can do it without them knowing. I just can't see like Sony, Microsoft, or Nintendo being like, "Yeah, go ahead, man, go ahead and sell our game," because
you make your money off of our game.
Yeah,
sell your motherfucking game. On top of that, the cryptocurrency shit ain't super safe because some of the I don't know if you want to pull them up real quick, but some of the shits I sent you, it's like there was actually a League of Legends website that was doing it. They were allowing people to buy and sell their own cards back to each other using cryptocurrencies and shit like that. And their server got hacked. And they lost, I think, $650,000 in cryptocurrency, which in today's market is like $4.5 billion.
Yeah.
And it's just unaccounted for.
Bitcoins.
They just don't know where it's at. There was like a couple different stories of just astronomical numbers like that. And they also said with Bitcoin, if you lose your wallet information and your login information and shit like
It's
that,
just lost. Yeah.
it's just lost. Ain't no way for you to get that shit. So they have like.
That's
like
why you be
millions
smart
of
like
dollars.
me and use the same password for everything.
Nah, with the Bitcoin, you gotta use a different style of password. It's like it's gotta be a much more protected password.
You gotta like
Different.
literally send them some of your semen.
Yeah, it's like a much different.
But my
password.
semen is the same as my password.
No, they.
But not like the thing I don't get about Bitcoins and shit though, because when I first heard about it was from my cousin Rick, and he like always been super into computers and shit. Like he was telling me about like the dark. First of all, he was telling me about the dark web, which I didn't know was a real thing, but it definitely is a
it's
real
definitely
thing.
a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
But now, yeah, like this like 2014, 2013, like yeah, but basically when he was first telling me about Bitcoins and shit, like people was using Bitcoins to buy shit on the dark web and shit, so you couldn't trace it and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Which
They use it for now still.
I
Yeah,
said,
but now it's
right.
more of a mainstream of just like it's like another. It's like stocks almost now. Cryptocurrency is like almost like stock. Like people were playing with the different cryptocurrencies, buying into them because they said it's something called like ICOs. It's like your introductory cash something. Basically, when you buy into it, for buying into their particular type of cryptocurrency, they'll give you free cryptocurrency. So just for you buying into it, and if it's at a good time, like if you buy into it and get a whole bunch of it free, and then the value of it increase, and then you sell that, you'd have made it come up. But it's just putting your real money into that fake world and playing.
I'm not
around with
smart enough for the shit. I don't get it, and it doesn't make any logical sense to me. Like,
Well, just off of the strength of $650,000 in Bitcoin is transfers into $4.5 billion.
but no, but see, like, I hear the numbers and the sound impressive. Like, and for the motherfuckers who made their money off it, no hate. Because I mean, like, obviously,
this is how I see
obviously
it.
some people know.
I see that
but-
as a very broad scale like this. Let's just imagine it like this. Let's say that back when Bitcoin started, it was $1 for one Bitcoin. Let's just imagine it was like that. $1, one Bitcoin. And let's say you bought 100 Bitcoins. And now let's say that Bitcoin is worth $5. Your $1 that you bought it has now increased by 5. So the $100 that you had is now $500. But it's not that simple. It's like ridiculously.
But now that's what I'm saying. Like, I get like the idea, but
the only thing is
like,
it fluctuates.
shit,
Because
cause
one
like,
day it'll be worth 5, then one day it'll be worth
cause
like
say
3,
about it like
then
this,
it'll be
like
worth 10.
currency exchange and shit is confusing when we talking like real world money between like the dollar and the peso or the dollar and the pound or the euro or the yen and shit. That's already confusing because like, well, America has this much gold and then so that's why the dollar's worth that, or like Japan has this much gold so that's why their yen is worth this. But then it's like, but then there's this Bitcoin, it's like, nigga, what? And that's why I just stay out of shit like
well,
that.
Bitcoin
like,
I think is more like, see, the difference between Bitcoin and stuff like that is because the price of that fluctuates. That's where.
But they all
figure out
do,
what
though.
it's backed by.
No, because it's a difference between. It's a difference in the fluctuation of like these cryptocurrencies where they're more like stocks, whereas the transfer rate between the English dollar to yen and the English dollar to pesos and shit like that, it don't change the way that shit does. Like when you have stocks,
oh,
and
so
shit
you talking
like
about like changes on a day-to-day basis?
it changes multiple times throughout the day. And like stock is the same way like that. Like that's what I'm saying. Like if you buy into some stock at $1 a stock and it was worth $1, and then the next day your stock is worth $5, your shit is just it fluctuates in how much it's worth. If you came in and it was worth $1 per stock and you bought 100 of them, so now you got 100 stocks.
Now get stock.
And that's the same way that Bitcoin is. The price of Bitcoin fluctuates, and now that there's new different types of.
But it loses me in
cryptocurrencies.
the sense when you start buying shit and trading shit and selling it into real money. Because like with stock, you're not gonna like be like, hey, I got 30 Xbox stocks. I want that toaster.
No, eventually you do. Eventually you do cash out with your stock.
No, but
when you put money in the stock, they do let their stock and their money work out.
Yeah, no, I know you can like sell your stock, trade stuff, but with Bitcoin though, like you can buy shit with Bitcoin, and you can trade it into currency.
It's money
and
it's stock at the same time.
Like that shit just
you can sell it. That's what people are doing. These cryptocurrencies you go.
Nah,
to.
I get that the folk are doing, but
You
I
say
just don't.
you get it, but then
no,
you-
what I'm saying is like I get that like you can do all these things with it, but to me it just doesn't make sense because it's not backed by anything tangible. It changes so much, and then it's just too much going on with it for me. Like,
well, so
now,
okay, so it's difference between you understanding it, but you can't rock with it. I'm thinking you're saying like I just completely don't understand how it functions.
Now I get how it functions. Like it functions like virtual dollars and shit like that. I get that.
Yeah,
but
like
it's just the whole, so the actual intent, the like real details and shit of it. I don't get, and shit I don't get when it comes to money. It's just like. Though I do.
A big point of another reason why a lot of motherfuckers was getting so deep into it is because it is almost like a pyramid scheme type thing. Like, you get into it, you invest in it, you buy the shit, then you get other people to invest in it. The stock in it rises because the popularity of it has risen. And once it's the most popular of the cryptocurrencies, because Bitcoin was the first of the many, once the popularity of it rises and a lot of people have bought into it, and now the price of how much a Bitcoin is worth. If you bought all your Bitcoins at $1 and buying a Bitcoin was $1 and you bought 100 of them, but then of the popularity of it, now Bitcoins are $50 a piece. Shit, I got 100 Bitcoins and I bought them for $100. You mean to tell me they're selling for $50 a piece now?
Oh, you did?
No, but I'm saying that's
wait,
what you like. I got Bitcoins. Let me sell the ones that I bought them for $1 a piece. I can now sell these same ones that I bought for $1 to motherfuckers today for $50. But the toss up for Bitcoin is should I sell them today for 50 or should I wait till tomorrow and they might be 75? Because I don't want to sell all my shit today and it's 75 tomorrow. But what if it's 15 tomorrow? I don't know. But it's based off of the popularity of all these other cryptocurrencies because people are buying into them and playing with them. So you put your real money into it, and then how you cash out is when you sell it to another motherfucker.
Yeah, I get that. But it's just like the whole is not backed by. It's just so weird because it's like, so what's stopping me from making like the Wakandan and being like, oh yeah, the Wakandan is worth $200 US. Like for every dollar is 200 Wakandans.
You need that much gold. That's what's stopping that.
But what gold does Bitcoin have? I don't even know who.
By something else.
What is it? What is it backed by? Like, who is Billy Bitcoin? Like, I don't even know the motherfucker who started Bitcoin. Like, and that's so scary. Like, again,
like you said, it started as
again. Shout out to motherfuckers who make they. Like, I know a couple of people who made money off their Bitcoin, but it's just like so confusing.
Oh yeah, I'm not in it either, and I know motherfuckers that say they into it too, but I kind of trying to pay attention to it too, because I'm like, bro, what if something?
I know several, but I only trust one of them because that nigga like flips houses, like.
But I'm like, what if something does happen to
like,
the motherfucking the English dollar?
So he got the money to play around with it and shit. So like, if he loses money or whatever, but it's like. Then it be niggas that like, yeah, bro, I got like 5 Bitcoins and shit. Like, bro, you don't even got enough Bitcoins to start telling me about Bitcoin. Shut up. Like, yeah, bro, this shit crazy. Like, bro, get at least 50 before we start talking about it. Like,
I got 5 Bitcoins.
It's like a nigga. It's like talking to the bug catcher in Pokemon about Pokemon. Like, bro, you don't know enough, bro. You just got a Caterpillar. Right.
How you feel about that new Pokemon about to come out?
I think I'm gonna fuck with like. I'm like, I'm gonna get the Switch. I'm getting it for Smash. But I'm also going to get a Pokemon because I've never been like, well, I've actually never beat a main series Mario game.
That would be the best.
And I've only beat like
you should definitely play the one that's on Switch. It's pretty
honestly,
easy. Yeah.
I suck at platformers.
It's actually pretty easy. I'm trash at platformers too, but it's like it's playable, bro. It's doable. It's something that you can jump on and you can definitely beat it.
Like, well, at least I know what I was playing at Mario's with the 2 Joy-Con things. Like, maybe that's because the first.
So baby, bro. All you do is hit.
Well, at least I know I didn't like. Well, now I get that. I know how it's played, but like, I know at least the way with like the Joy-Con separate. I ain't like that shit. I didn't like that shit.
I put them in the
controller.
I was saying, yeah, maybe I'd try it, but that booty. Yeah, when I was playing at his crib,
Mario one of them motherfuckers who play his Nintendo like Nintendo E. Like, you probably stand up playing.
He's for real Asian, that's why.
Yeah, like, bro, relax, bro. Make it a controller. Sit down.
I only play it, honestly, like, One Piece. Like, One Piece is the way to go. I just put it on the controller.
We was playing Overcooked, and we was all arguing for real. I didn't know it was that serious, but we was really arguing. And then we ended up, I was watching all these reviews, and they was like, yeah, we'll test your friendship. I'm like, okay. Now I don't feel as bad. Because, like, we all had a moment where it was like, nigga, don't motherfucker be putting this. Don't put shit on the plate unless I tell you put shit on the plate. I'm like, why I can't put shit on the plate?
Like Mario Kart.
Mario over there like, just relax, bro. No.
But y'all work together on that one though.
You work together on it, but you gotta be a motherfucking team of chefs, nigga, and like, it's just like, it was a board that was meant to have 4 people on it, and we was trying to play it with 3 people, and it was making us more frustrated because we had beat it, but we wanted the 3-star, we wanted the 4-star or 3-star.
That's where you fuck up.
Yeah, we you know what I'm saying?
Much.
Exactly, we wanted to be perfect.
Gold,
and shit like
gold
that.
star, 100% gold trophy.
And we all over there bullshitting like, all right, we was like, man, let me be over here by myself. And then Hakeem was over there by himself, and we like, what the fuck, bro?
You fucking
What the fuck? Like, it should never not be shit sizzling. It should always be a burger sizzling. I don't give a fuck. We should always have a burger sizzling.
And see, that's why games aren't fun when you play like that.
Mm-hmm.
Here's how you play games. Normal mode, relax. Like, I don't know how motherfuckers...
Normal mode, relax.
Like, I don't know how motherfuckers go like, I'm gonna export 100% this like, no,
God
bro.
of War made it the terriblest with the way they described it. They was like, there's like normal. For people who just like to enjoy the cinematics and just ride smooth and relax, and it was like, or hard. For real niggas who actually know how to play fucking video games like a grown ass man and not no little ass fucking baby.
That ain't never bothered me in my fucking life.
Okay, I guess I'll pick hard then.
Like, I guess I'm up to that level. That usually sounds like me.
I mean, I'm not no fucking baby.
I mean, the way I've always looked at it is like, if I want to go do some hard shit, I can go live real life. Like, like what the fuck? Like, I didn't give you $60 to fucking.
I ain't gonna be
challenge
I've
me.
been playing XCOM, and like XCOM, I played it on normal, and it was too difficult to even play on normal. I had to put it on easy.
Wow.
But now my niggas is too
I can play that shit because I can't do permadeath. Like, bro, no.
I put it on easy. That's why.
No, bro, don't do that.
Don't care about niggas, bro.
It's not real life.
That nigga died, and then bro,
and then
be on some trash, bro. And then the worst shit about it is XCOM's load times are super awful. So somebody died, and you gotta suffer twice. You gotta reload that shit, and then that shit gonna sit there and load.
It's like Mr. Rossetti from Animal Crossing, like, oh nah, we know you fucked up.
Man, it's like,
so we gonna give you some shit to hear before then. Bro, Mr. Rossetti, you ever play Animal Crossing? Okay. So Animal Crossing is supposed to, it's supposed to be like a real life simulator. It's like The Sims. So when you reset, you're not supposed to reset because you can't reset in real life.
Right.
And every time you reset the game, there's like 5 or 6 speeches he gives about how, like, bro, this ain't no fucking game, bro. This is real life, bro. You can't reset in real life. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, oh, you're cheating, bro. I know you cheating, bro. You didn't save. You can't just reset. Like, every time, every trip you reset, he just goes in on you, like, and it's like even if you just like try to A through it, it's like a 2-3 minute process. It's just
God, even like, with all A's.
It's like, nah, bro, like, you can't just be reset,
bro.
Like, that's not how it goes.
Like, that's fucking ridiculous.
Like, yeah, like, and this is even back on the GameCube days, so I can only imagine how hard he go now. Like, it's just like,
oh my god.
Like, now, like, XCOM, bro, like,
it was difficult.
It was like,
it's so fun.
It was on one of those free to play Xbox, and like, the first thing that got me about it was, it was already throwing me off, because it's like one of them. Like, you don't even really shoot at each other. Like,
tactics.
It's like, I already don't fuck with tactical shit, because, like, bro, I'm trying to enjoy myself. Mm-hmm. Like, let me run and shoot people, bro. I don't want to play like I'm really in no fucking army. Like, I can join the army. Like,
it's just so, like, what makes it fun because there's so much stuff you can do. Like, I like that game because it's like, as you playing it, like, it's just always some shit that's always just fucking happening. And I like strategy, I like managing shit. I like upgrading shit, so it's like, it's super fun to me.
I get real frustrated real easy, and I don't be with that shit. Cause like, for me, it's like, bro, like, you're not about to tell me I gave you $20, well, really $60 when it's new, for me to like play this fucking shooting game like I'm fucking really in the army? What the fuck you mean I need to go get cover and make sure I'm in the right distance? Fuck that. What you mean when my nigga died, he actually dead and that's just it? No. Fuck that shit. What's supposed to happen is, I'm supposed to die.
Like Chalmers!
It's supposed to be like, oh shit, retry? Quit game? Like, and then I go on my day. Nah.
Niggas be hardcore dying, and they be fucked up too, cause like, you would just say, it'd be like, bro, you literally just be trying to move everybody nice and slow, just to move up, just to see what's happening.
Like, it's what
one nigga just go up too far, and they be like, we got some guy over here!
Like,
that's just come out like, Ah! And then when they kill one dude, everybody else is scared. They're like, "Oh my god!" And they run away and they start shooting at niggas. They start shooting at niggas and missing. I'm like, "Oh, come on, Keisha! Keisha, come on!"
But that's why I don't like stealth
But now my
games.
niggas is super sweet though. So like now don't nobody die. Like, and I like naming my niggas. Like I got one nigga. His name is Shredder Cheese. I got one nigga. His name is
Shredder Cheese.
Spider cause he got a grappling hook.
Shredder
See, now
There's this one girl. Her name is Rye. She's supposed to be a samurai, but she trash. She always fucking up. I'm like, God damn it, Rye. You know what I'm saying? So I got a couple niggas, man.
no, for me, I can never name shit because it's too
He be
much of a
shredding shit
commitment.
too. He got a Gatling gun. Well, I wasn't gonna name them, but they had lived so long and they start getting sweet and shit.
I only name my Pokemon.
See, the
I
only
know
thing-
it's a long ride.
I was about to go with.
Yeah.
That's what I'm about to get into. Like, I can never name my Pokemon because
Damn.
you know they change. And some names sound sweet on a Charmander that don't sound sweet on a
I'm
Charizard.
already thinking of that best for Charizard
Like-
name. I'm thinking
like,
one
but-
name for the whole thing.
But
right
see,
there.
like, I would rather be able to change it at stages to go like, oh shit, like kind of like in real life.
You see the
You little
You don't
5 year.
change no nigga's name throughout his life.
I mean,
Yeah.
but come on, bro.
we just
like,
named my dog whatever his name was forever.
Like, but now I'm talking about y'all. I'm sure y'all got called certain things by y'all parents when you was 5
Little
that
G
they don't
and
really.
G.
Yeah, but see, like little G is for Charmander,
Still
but
little G. I'm around my dad though.
but when is Charizard ever around his dad? Never.
That's Charizard's dad's fault.
Like, he's never around his dad. So this, you can't have this
Charizard is his dad's issue.
You can't have this big level 100 ass flame and throwing ass Charizard. Yeah, like that can't be right.
Char Binks.
Like nah, bro. Like,
Charbroiled.
like me,
Name him again.
like everybody, like on my mom's side of the family call me Tay. I hate that shit. I hate that shit so much.
What if your name was Taters?
Like, bro, it's just
But there's
like,
always niggas that have like that name. Like, bro, if a nigga's name is Fat Daddy since he was a baby, that nigga is Fat Daddy forever, bro.
like nah, bro. Like it's like
My niece's name is gonna be Fat forever.
I would say outside of like
My dad still to this day calls me Stink. If he was to call me G right now, it would be weird as fuck. It would be literally the weirdest. He still calls me Stink, bro.
I would prefer about family to call me Marte. Like Tay for me just sound like a little grown up. Like out of everybody that's not like on my mom's side of the family, dad's side of the family, like only 2 people can get away with not calling me Marte. And it's just because I just happened to let them call me Marty, and it was just like, all right, whatever.
Marty.
It's like
Was that a
2 people.
supervisor or something?
Nah, just two people I went to high school. It's just what it is. Like okay, that's
Oh,
good.
Marty. Yeah, you like chicks get off with shit.
Like
Nah.
like now for that it's gonna be weird. They're like Marte, like what? But nah, but in general, I was like, nicknames is a commitment. Like certain like I don't do nicknames, I don't do permanent deaths, and I don't do stealth. I hate stealth games. Any stealth game before 2000s, like before Xbox 360, there's like there's impatient niggas like Marte who just want to really run a gun. Like I hate shit like that. Like
There's some sweet stealth sections in games. So you didn't like being stealthy in Batman Arkham Asylum? So you
Well,
didn't like
that
using
game was
Batman
amazing.
gadgets. You didn't like using Batman gadgets, being on top of that shit, going around like I am the knight, hanging niggas up from top of shit.
see, I'll explain to you how I like being stealthy. I like being stealthy when I can make it comical for me. But I don't want it to be like no real ass stealth where it's like oh shit, we saw this nigga, mission done. Or like oh shit, we saw it. Everybody know where he at. Everybody's shooting you in the head right now. Like, nah. Like, for instance, like, I like Metal Gear Solid 5. Like, this is the first Metal Gear Solid I played and enjoyed. Because, like, alright, I can be stealthy, or I can really just run ahead and just shoot the fuck out y'all niggas.
4 was like that too.
But I didn't play 4.
Guns and
I know I've only tried 2. I tried Snake Eater 3 on PlayStation 2. Did not like that shit. Like,
yeah, too much stealth can be a bad thing, but I mean, I can appreciate different types of games for different motherfuckers.
like I like my shit in I like myself in a perverse way. Like the other Splinter, like I like Splinter Cell Conviction because you can really run and gun in that shit if you really want to. But I also kind of like Chaos 3. Now that was more stealth.
Yeah,
But
more stealth, but
I got kind of a kick out of like all right, I'm gonna hide in the stairwell. If you walk under me, I'm gonna fucking choke you.
Right, like it wasn't good enough technology at the time for them to actually be like, oh, there he is.
Yeah, but like.
They just standing there
But what I really hate is stuff shit.
I saw
I
something.
feel like
I
somebody's
thought I saw
above me
something.
right now,
I
but I
thought I
don't want
saw
to look up.
something. Yeah.
Because if he's up there, he's gonna fall.
But because then it just then you start thinking like, bro, like you hiding in a imagine you first off. You already gotta kind of feel weird when you know you're working like for the type of nigga that Sam Fisher or a fucking Sam Fisher or fucking Solid Snake would go after because you kind of back in mind like, bro, I hope that nigga know this show up. Bro. Like,
Right.
bro.
You like, bro, we
Last
got some real
hideout.
volatile explosives right now that
And you
the
know
US
that's
military really don't want us to have.
and you know somebody on the
But I gotta
team
take
always
his
telling you
job,
about him like, bro, I mean this shit.
You hide
good,
up against a
bro.
building, he like,
It's
"Hey, when
$5
they got
grand
snakes
a
on
night."
his way? Yeah, man, but I heard he like the village over, man. He ain't coming over here.
Miles
He
from
ain't
here,
worried about
dog.
us.
Nah, bro.
Man, if he came here right now, fuck that nigga.
Yeah, it's always that
I
shit.
know. Like you always hear him when you play in the game too. Like I wish Batman would show up right now.
Right, like,
You want to be like,
But
bro,
you're the
man.
realistic one to say like, bro, I don't. Why did the nigga shut the fuck up, bro? I don't want that nigga to come over here. Like,
And you know he gonna be all our ass. Doctor says that.
You like, please.
but you can't say shit because you're gonna get fired. So
You
it's like,
can't say shit because you don't want the nigga to think you a bitch.
and you're gonna get fired.
I'm even scared. He think Batman really gonna show up, nigga. You pussy ass.
Nah, it's that nigga who don't believe he a real person. Like, bro, ain't no nigga named Solid Snake out here. Bro, think about that shit, bro. This nigga just defeating whole armies and shit, fighting
That ain't
robots.
real.
Like judo
Outta here,
chopping
bro.
niggas and doing fucking judo
Hiding in a
poses
fucking
and-
cardboard box. Like,
fucking smoke bombs and shit. Get the fuck out of here.
bro, ain't no nigga like that, bro. If that nigga was like that, he'd be here right now.
They be
Lights out,
talking
like,
the most shit when you play Shadow of War. They be like, oh, he ain't finna show up. Yeah, I cut that nigga down.
Like,
But it
You
be
just
worse
shut
when
it.
they
Oh,
get your ass.
I'm that nigga in the background, like, bro,
They be
like,
like, shit. One
maybe you should
nigga
chill.
beat my ass, punched me to death, and broke my sword. I was like, damn,
Beat
cuz.
my ass and then didn't kill me. He was like, "Psh, you're not even worth my time. He just wandered off. I was like, please kill me.
He
Yeah.
disrespectful.
Yeah. I was like, wow.
He shamed you.
He made me level down. It was awful.
Yeah, he leveled you.
did
down.
you like when they do that shit in Shadow of War? There's like a special marker over there, and go over them like where you can see him again or not?
Yeah, you can see him
Oh,
again.
It's like some very
you
real
Now
can-
that's
in your
cool.
real
Yeah,
life.
you could definitely go back and try and get you something. He'd be like, oh, I thought I killed you already. You back again? I'd be like, hell yeah. He
Because I
killed
know,
me
like, in
again.
the storyline, like, it's a dude that can't die or he, like, comes back and
Well, yeah,
shit.
he dies and then
That's brutal.
he dies, but his soul just comes back. to
Oh,
life.
okay. But nah.
Yeah, like it starts very real beefs with you and the real niggas too. Cause like if you doing some shit and then a nigga just kill you and level up or some shit, like especially if you was like if you wasn't planning on dying,
Mhm.
like if you just got killed by then you like this bitch ass nigga killed me and he just level up. Now you and that nigga got a personal beef. Then if you go try and kill him and he kill you again,
Right, because you got to go to his territory.
yeah,
After
then they
that.
shut you out. Then he get to talking shit, and it just be a very, very real beef with you and that particular bitch ass nigga.
Mess.
But nah.
When you mop him up.
Now, what's the worst stealth game? That I don't like these games, especially the newer ones. Though they did follow Assassin's Creed. Because I just don't fuck with that because I hate any game with civilians that you can't kill.
I hate super
But-
just shitty
but-
stuff.
You
like
want to
that.
all Grand Theft Auto all the time?
Yeah, but like, one, I hate it because, like,
It's not realistic.
I'm,
That's
it's
exactly
definitely
what
not
it is.
realistic. But two, it's not video game realistic.
I think it's realistic. I believe
Not in a video game. In a
Bro,
video
I feel we can kill civilians.
I mean,
Not
in
in
real life, you
Assassin's
can
Creed.
definitely kill
That's what I'm
civilians.
saying. Like in real life, it's not
Yeah.
realistic, bro. You can kill civilians. I mean, there's
Assassin's
consequences
Creed is
for
so
it,
mad at you, like, bro, your ancestor was not a murderer, bro.
but,
Like,
like, yes, today.
he didn't kill civilians and farm animals. Well, I do. Like, what are you talking about?
You
I
make
do.
that
But, and now I hate it because I hate a game where, like, well, it happens in everything, but, like fucking, I hate this about Watch Dogs too, you know, like, in game. Like, you kill somebody, other people will call the police.
Hell yeah. They're like, oh my god.
Nah, in Mafia 3 that happened, and you always feel bad if it's a black person about to call them, because whenever you run up on them, you gotta push them down.
Same.
So I'll be like an old woman, you be like, she be like, ah, you run up, she be like, ah. I'm like, oh, did I kill her? Did I kill her? I killed her.
She get up like, oh my
No,
god.
she did. You killed her.
Now, fucking, like, Watch Dogs is cool because, like, it'll give you a signal when people call it.
Right, you can stop that.
And you can, like, black it. You got enough gadgets where you, like, you can either try to kill everybody on the street, which is my favorite way to do it. Or you can go to your gadgets and, like, black out that little area and shit where all that shit cut off. But to me, it's just fun to try to stop. But then when you start trying to kill the whole street, other people start going
like it go around the whole world. You just gotta kill everybody.
You're like, well,
I need your help. I need your help over here too.
Like, ain't nobody telling on me.
But it's also fucked up though, because they got one of them little systems like, are you a good vigilante or are you a menace? So it's like, I want to be the good guy, but y'all be picking me in these situations.
I hate it when I got a motherfucking, when I pull somebody out the car and it's like an old black woman or something. Because I'm just trying to steal a car. I gotta go somewhere and be like, oh, Miss Betsy, I'm so sure. Oh, no, baby. I'll be like, oh, Miss Betsy.
But after playing Watch Dogs, like I was telling you about Just Cause now, Just Cause, you're supposed to be like trying to free like this little island, these set of islands from this dictator.
Mm-hmm.
But it trips me out, even though I hated in Watch Dogs and Assassin's Creed, that even though I'm supposed to be like the hero rebel to this whole island, I can steal a car and shoot nigga in the face and that happens. Like it don't even get like
no
even
cops or nothing. Yeah,
it's only a 1 meter when you do shit around the dictator's people. But like if I kill somebody out like on a back road, it's just like whatever.
Nobody gonna say anything.
Well, that's just shitty gaming. That's just
But
shitty.
it's just funny.
No, that's realistic because of the third world country. They just
But
follow them, make it home. Fuck it.
Like,
it shouldn't have been in that car.
but
They
it's
know
like
they
Where's
do
his
it.
car? It shouldn't have been on that freeway.
and in the back, like I didn't freeze.
Back down the freeway.
But once you free a city though, like or free a village, you can be whatever you want in that village. Like,
That's real. Once you become president, you can do whatever
yeah,
the fuck
bro,
you
you got to put a statue of you and shit.
Yeah,
You just
yeah.
put a parachute to on top of that. It's a guy from the statue.
Kill me.
hey, but you talking about statues, but when you part of liberating the city is you gotta tear down the dictator statue.
Of course. How is yours going to be built if it's got a perfect, it's in a way?
Right.
But
It's in a way.
But that's what makes it
He
so
got
real.
the perfect spot for a statue. He picked it well.
But that's what makes it so funny, like bro.
I
Like,
didn't say he didn't have taste in statue spots. I just said he was a dictator.
Right.
But now, like that type of shit just be funny though. Like,
Realistic.
Sorry, Marte had to show y'all his guns.
yeah,
He straight pulled them out like.
oh nah, my arms
Gotta unload a little.
Oh yeah, arms itch. My arms like.
Just started shooting holes in my wall. I'm like, okay, thank you.
Need stronger walls, G.
Sorry.
But now, when you got guns, that's when you start wearing stupid shit like sleeveless hoodies,
Tank tops all the time.
like now, the sleeveless hoodie still pisses me off because it's like it's just like. There's no way you should be in a situation where like your body is cold,
How
but
do you
not your
feel about
arms.
people that just make their own clothes? Like, you got a hoodie and you cut the sleeves off of it? Like,
No.
it's like, yeah, bro, I thought it was better this way.
Buy
Like,
clothes.
so you cut it?
Like I don't know, like
Chicks can, I mean, well, not some, but not even just chicks. Some people do be swagging
it's
out.
only cool
It's just
when that's
funny,
like really they thing.
Right.
Like it's
You can't
that's
just be a,
like when it's
I
a
think
part-
I'm gonna edit this shirt today.
I would just
Right.
change
I'm
these
gonna just
shorts
cut
up.
these
Like-
sleeves out.
like yeah, like
Kick
I'ma
with
do it,
scissors.
bruh.
With a
Right.
butter knife, bro. You just got in your front room.
like
with
yeah,
some-
like it's
a knife, just
if
start
you that
cutting
person naturally like oh yeah, like you know like. For instance, I know like Latif draws and clothes and shit like that. That's cool. If Latif like, oh yeah, I'm gonna cut the arms off this hoodie and shit. But I can't just be have a hoodie and just like, oh yeah, bro, I was just feeling hot one day, so I cut the arms off. Like,
Nah,
what?
you saw it with
Thought
had
this
sweat
was a
stains
sweet
and she
movie.
was like, "This is a perfectly good hoodie though. I still like the back."
Cause when
Cut out.
that nigga does it, bro, it's not done right. Like one arm is way too cut up.
Then you got no shirt on up underneath it.
Well,
It's like, bro, you didn't even need to wear that hoodie if you was gonna be naked at the end.
bro, you can't wear a fucking sleeveless hoodie with a shirt. It defeats the whole
Right,
purpose of it
because
being
you already know your
sleeveless.
shirt's got sleeves on it. You can only wear a beater underneath. That's it.
Yeah,
You gotta be shirtless, bro.
Yeah, you gotta go shirtless or like retarded tank
If
top
you
or
ain't
something.
zipped, if it's not zipped, you pretty much got a napkin on.
Like, well, no, your sleeveless hoodie gotta be zipped because unless you're a wrestler. The only wrestlers do the like fucking AJ Styles has the fucking hooded sleeveless thing.
Those
Well,
are
you
really
also
good
got
costumes.
hoodies on for them to be able to introduce themselves.
Yeah, like, but
So,
now
you know what I'm saying? If you got a sleeveless
Nah,
jacket on,
you
you
can't-
weren't planning for rain.
a
so why are you
sleeveless
putting a
hoodie
on?
with it out. Like, if you have on a sleeveless hooded jacket and it's open and you're not like an entertainer, you're a douche. Like this, because that's the only reason why they do it. Because it's like, I'm kind of like a dickhead character.
You like to wrestle in public, though.
Like, look at me in my abs, like.
To know.
But you can't go to like your sleeve Kroger in a sleeveless hoodie that's open.
I would if I was a supermodel.
But that's because you be letting people know, like, yeah, I'm
Right.
just a supermodel.
Yeah, you're an
I'm a
entertainer,
dick.
bro.
I'm an entertainer. I'm a douche. Like,
Be a nice supermodel.
but you can't be a
Nah,
nice
yeah.
person in an open
Why
sleeveless
can't you be a
hoodie.
nice supermodel? I know some very, very nice, pretty people.
But they're not supermodels.
I know some nice supermodels.
Because you gotta think of that. Like,
Yeah.
that's a different level of pretty, bro. When people are paying you to be pretty.
Anybody who is a supermodel, like, it's like, yeah, they know they're pretty, but, like, what are you trying to prove? You obviously have some deficiency somewhere.
Nah.
So, yeah. They just want to, awesome
I feel like you have nothing to prove when you start getting paid for being good looking.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's one of those things, like, everybody who's good at it
Besides
didn't
that-
set out to be that. Like, I feel like we talked to if the majority of supermodels, they didn't think they was gonna be a supermodel. Like, they
Exactly, because
It
they're
just happened.
average.
Nah.
They're normal people, bruh. You just gotta treat them like they're normal. As a matter of fact, you
They're
find
not
out one
normal,
thing
bro.
that they don't like about themselves, and
Right
you
now.
fucking
They
blast
just
on
fucked
that.
up, yeah.
I mean, you hot, but wait at your
But see, you
like,
think,
earlobe look.
but think about how close you gotta be to them to even get that off.
Nah, you just peep it. They be like, oh, everybody do. I know.
Nah. Like you just have to be the
Stop
best
wearing
roaster in the
my
hood. Best roaster in the hood to get that shit. Like you can't just. You're not gonna be no normal nigga and just like know what to say to
set
Tyra
off,
Banks
right?
to make her feel ugly.
Oh yeah, you will.
Nah, cause you think it's like, oh, I'm gonna talk about her forehead. You don't think she knows she got a
Nah, I
big
wasn't
forehead?
talking about that.
Like, what would you say about Tyra Banks?
Nah, I wouldn't say. I don't know. I wouldn't.
See, exactly.
I was playing devil's
I know
advocate.
what you're
Like that.
Yeah, she's nah. I mean, nah. I wouldn't. I'm not in the business of making fun of people. I'm sorry. I wouldn't. But I'm just.
But
saying.
nah, that shit.
I dabble.
Like it's like niggas that fucking like make money off bowling and darts and ESPN. It's like certain levels when you start getting paid for activities and shit. Like
You gotta be sweet.
Being hot's not an activity.
That is an activity.
It's just
No, but it's
fucking
not
hot.
that you're being hot, but you're being hot and playing dress up.
You're being
Like,
hot
and
at
playing
an
dress-
expert level too. Because being hot, when you gotta work out and shit, working out's not fucking easy.
Yeah, you're right.
Keeping a hot body, now if you're just fucking hot face, then that's one thing.
But that
And
shit,
if you're a hot body and you ain't got no, like, you just got a great metabolism, another thing. But if you gotta fucking work out, then fucking hands off to you, bruh. Just
But
working out.
I'm not
that
doubting
shit.
it, but I feel
Hard
like.
thing.
And dieting, bro. Fuck, you can't fucking eat spaghetti, my G. Fuck.
But to me, I feel like I don't know any statistics because I know nothing about
Garlic
models.
bread, bro.
But I would assume, and at least the way I want to look at models, is models don't start working out until they get the job, and it's like,
I better
Nah,
stay
but you
sharp.
gotta be hot first.
yeah.
And they
You gotta
already
be hot
they
naturally
gotta,
first.
That's
yeah.
why I always be feeling bad for like girls on Instagram that be going hard for like the shit. I'm like, you do realize like you gotta like put actual effort into this Instagram hot too. Like these Instagram bitches that's doing all this like the catered fit and
Yeah.
they taking pictures
They
and
gotta
all that
keep
shit.
on working.
They, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit's a full-time hustle. Like you gotta
But
be dedicated.
was
to
they
social
working out
media.
before they started selling tummy tea and shit? Probably. I don't know. But I want to imagine that shit they picked up after was like, well, I
They
guess
probably
it's
was already super
now that
base
I'm
level
getting
hot.
paid for
You're right.
being
You got
cute.
they already kind of base level hot, but it still takes dedication, bro. Can't just fall into that shit, bro.
Nah.
You gotta stay on that shit.
And fucking appearance is very hard to keep up.
Girl.
Like, bruh.
And then once
so when you do that on a professional level,
and once
bro,
you're glorified for your appearance, bro, that's gotta start to weigh on you in some way, form, or fashion. Because, like, let's face it, bro, like, if you, like, male or female, bro, like, yeah, being hot is awesome, but I gotta imagine, like, if that was, like, my only accolade, like, yeah, I would love it, and it would feel good for a while. Then I'd be like, bro, so I'm only fucking hot, bro. Like, nobody cares about none of my fucking ideas.
But I think that's probably a celebrity thing in general, though.
Nah, it's gotta be a hot chick and a hot guy.
Nah, but you gotta think, though, because, like, think how many, like, just think about, like, how many artists get up, like, rappers and shit get up saying, like, bro, like, I do other shit besides rap, bro. Like,
yeah, you're right.
Like, or how many actors like, bro, I want people to, like, or comedians, like, bro, I want people to take me serious as a serious actor because, like, bro, I'm not just funny.
Yeah, but
like,
at least at that level, there's a first talent that's being acknowledged. In that case, your first talent was just, like, fucking hotness. Like, your face was just, like, your mom was hot, your dad was hot, or maybe they weren't. They just mixed whatever. But aside from working out, like...
But not, people disrespectful, though, in general, though. It don't matter what you famous for. People only take you as that, like...
Then once we start realizing, like, we start hearing you talk, and then we realize that we really don't care about anything besides you being hot, right. Then you start really getting
But it don't matter what you do. Like, for instance, Bill Gates. Everybody knows he's smart as fuck. But would you ever take fashion advice from that nigga? Would you take comedy? Would you take like game on how to get girls from that nigga? Like, for all you know, that nigga pulled bitches before he was Bill Gates. But all you seen as a smart nigga, and it's like, bro, you don't know shit about
how to pull bitches.
He pulled bitches.
You don't know how to pull bitches, Bill. You can't do this
for real though. Like,
the motherfucking suspenders, my nigga. I ain't listen to shit you or your suspenders gotta say, my nigga.
Like, now if he was telling you about a computer, you listen all day, but that nigga's up there like, oh, hey, bro,
like just trust me. Really, go up to her and say she looks nice.
Like, bro,
no, it ain't gonna work. Trust me.
Like, she look nice.
Like, bro, like, and why? Because you only see him as a smart nigga. That just has to be celebrity. That's why you gotta be like Jamie Foxx was like, oh, right. You thought it was just funny? Well, I didn't sing.
Right, you gotta have like a general skill. Like, you gotta be Meryl Streep kind of sweet to be like, yeah, I can sing, I can dress.
Like, so she got enough clout to where it's like, if Meryl Streep told you like about a good ass dinner, it's like, well, shit, maybe I should try.
She know everything. Yeah, like you just like, well, I would take advice because she's smart as fuck. Right?
She know everything.
But like, if little
general superstars like that, but it's only a few of them.
Like, bro,
Brad Pitt.
Like.
Yeah, I would take advice from Brad Pitt.
Nah, Ben Affleck, bro. He's done everything, bro. He's been Matt Damon. He's been Matt Damon's shitty friend. He's got hot bitches. He's been Batman. He directs. Like, he's been a loser and a winner, bro. All in Hollywood, bro. Like, that's an amazing career.
His eyes are too small for me, bro. I like Brad Pitt because he's just always awesome. Like, he's just always awesome.
He's definitely smoother than Ben, but...
Like, he's like always chewing gum for some reason.
Because that's what he does.
Look at my eyes. I'm kind of squinting, but I'm not. I'm fucking Brad Pitt.
But it's like Matthew.
I might go play Achilles.
Like, it's like Matthew McConaughey. Is he really a good actor, or is he just so cool that he just
both? It's both. He's
like,
a good enough actor that
but Matthew McConaughey is kind of like Brad Pitt's uncle. It's like Brad Pitt's getting younger. Like, it's like Matthew McConaughey.
Nah, Brad Pitt
look
more
down. I would be with Matthew McConaughey for a minute, but he seemed like after a while he is that uncle that's like cool, but like he's a cool older nigga. Like, I don't want to kick it with him all night.
But even like
Brad Pitt seemed like he goes hard, like too hard, like Brad.
Young and ready to do coke.
Yeah, bro. Like Brad Pitt look like he the first nigga to take his shirt off. Like, bro, it's all dudes here. I don't give a fuck. Where's the fucking bruise? Like, fucking Brad, chill, bro. Like, his name's Brad, bro. Like, when you just call it Brad, like, I'm like, oh, fuck, your name's Brad. Like,
I understand where you come from.
This is why you're fucking wilding right now. He's on the fucking table, and you know he ain't got no shirt on, but he's got, like, a necklace, but it's like a conch shell or some shit, or like a fucking single jewel or like a shoestring. Like, bro, what the fuck, Brad?
Like, I'm Brad.
Yeah.
But now, like, them niggas cool like Matthew McConaughey, bro. Like, his Wooderson was supposed to be like a one-note character, and they said he was just so great that he got way more. Like, now that has to. Imagine being a nigga whose lines got cut because that nigga just showed up being real cool. Like,
mustache was too awesome. They was like, damn.
Cause that shit happened, like, bro, like.
Damn, this nigga's got his shirt tucked all the way in those jeans. Like, wow.
It's cool as fuck.
How?
Give him the part.
He tucked his shirt in his jeans and his jeans into his boots. Like,
but he looked hard as fuck.
He was
Like, you knew he was the cool nigga before you knew he was way older than them niggas. Like,
Right.
I was like, hey, bro, that nigga looks.
I see why y'all hang with that nigga, though. I see why y'all hang with that
It
nigga.
still don't explain why he hang with that. It's just like, you too. Maybe he's so cool that people his age ain't
you gotta,
cool with him,
that's what I'm
That's
saying.
exactly what it
I'm
is.
saying, like, at that age, like, are we really going to act like that's not, like, probably people's, like, probably most people's coolest age? Like, we're pretty youthful. Like, we're 26, but we still, like, the coolest parts of us are, like, the cartoon, the video game, like, the fucking mature parts fucking suck, bro. Like, imagine a dude who let all the fun shit goes like, nope, gonna have babies and go to work now. He's like, oh, bro, you're not gonna smoke weed no more? You're not gonna fuck bitches or watch fucking cartoons or nothing, bro?
Nope.
Like, what the fuck? Maury cracked the code on women the other day. He was like, yeah, bro, I lost all my power with each baby with Chelsea. He was like, she just gave me more responsibilities, bro. That's all women want to do is give you responsibilities. I was like, yeah, bro, pretty much. Like, I was like, that's why moms just be on homework and fucking chores so bad, because they just see niggas chilling. They be like, the fuck is you chilling? Get the fuck up and do some shit. And then you got women, they just be like, nah, you chilling too hard. Remember, get your ass up. Raise these babies. Got some motherfucking kids for you to raise. You're like, oh, I was playing the game. Don't raise these kids. Raise kids.
Nah, that fucking what is Cinderella?
Hurry up, I got another one on the way for your ass.
I did see his post. It's like, I thought baby number 2 would be easier. But that's funny, yeah. Kids is a lot, but now.
If it wasn't for women, bro, it would just be a bunch of niggas chilling hard as fuck all day playing the game.
That sounds amazing.
That's
But
all
on the
we
real
would do
though,
is sit
bro,
around playing the game. Like,
women don't do a lot of shit either, though.
No, but they make us do shit, though.
Right.
We do shit to
The
impress
black women are winning. Black women, the most educated people in America.
But I'm just saying, like, dudes in general, a lot of the shit that men do, this is not. Like,
Chinese are pretty
a lot of the shit we do is just for
The Chinese are not pretty close.
to get women. We're just trying to get women. That's why niggas try to get money. That's why niggas wearing nice clothes, driving nice cars, try to get better jobs and be successful and all that shit. Like, we want to be successful in our own right for shit, but at the same time, it's because you want to fuck bad bitches. That's what you do it all for, bro. Mm-hmm. Fucking do it so you can fuck the baddest bitches and then marry one of them. Like, that's what the fuck you want to do. You want to just fucking marry a bad bitch.
But the best part about it now, though, we're in this time period where, like, women have this option where it's like, you can just do what you want and not need a man. Or you can, like, still go classic mode and, like, just
get a man, yeah.
And like that.
Classic mode. Wait, I'm confused on your whole sentence there.
Okay, for instance, like a little bit before our grandmother's time period, like the generation before our grandparents, our grandmothers,
Classic
it was like,
mode.
yo, like your whole thing is like you're gonna find a man and he's gonna take care of you, and you're gonna do what he says.
Yeah, that's the trade.
But
Sound right to me.
But now, like in 2018, though, it's like they have both of those modes and roads available. It's like
you can wait for a man to do what he
like,
says,
you can
or you can do your own
or
thing.
it's like 2D Sonic and 3D Sonic. Like you can get like this random shit where you just run through the level and go on, or you can get this kind of dark, edgy, 3-dimensional shit where you can like go actually try to like do what he does.
Right.
Like, what do you want to do?
Get on your ass, go get that money your fucking selves.
Like you can go get that money and black women like
nah, but I mean, like I'm
black
joking.
women. Like,
I'm joking, but for real, I mean, like, they be going. You know what I'm saying? Women go hard.
Terrible.
Put in that work. But I mean, these days, shit, women do way more these days than the niggas be fucking doing.
Not dead ass. Like, that's a real stat. Like, black women are the most college educated right now.
Not even black women, like women, period. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's, I don't know. People is doing their thing.
Now, white women really on their feminism and shit right now. Black women just like, bro, we got them degrees. I know so.
But black women being hard, like a lot of the last shit I've been.
Nah, but now they like got the certification for being hard. Like, and like I know so many black educated women. It's ridiculous. It's not in a bad way, but it's just like dead ass. Like when I just be thinking about the females I encounter just in general, like I know a lot of hard black women.
Correct?
like dead ass, like the shitty black women I know, like versus going on. It's like it's very, very like disproportionate. Or,
it's like no mid-level black women. I'm like, you either
It's
sweet
like-
or you either dog shit. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, like I know like maybe
speed.
4 like mid-tier ones, and then it's like the rest of you like you said, super sure. Like yeah, you doing that shit hardcore. Like I know so many women right now going for their masters. Like
Hell yeah. I will
but
say
then again, that might
know.
just be like cause and shit, and that all that type shit.
Nah, but
and
at
then
the same time,
like
it just goes to the like women. They do be dedicated, like because even in my, I'm like, you think it's just like well shit, you know what I'm saying? They have kids, they be at the crib, they be trying to find other shit to do, because you know what I'm saying? Like women, and you almost want to say it in a negative respect, but that's just a testament to them. Like once they get bored, they want to conquer more shit. Like you feel me? Like once they motherfucking like black women, like once they get to that point where they're like, all right, got me a motherfucking job, got me a motherfucking crib, got me a motherfucking car.
They gotta go crib.
Once they get off of work, they be motherfucking bored. Like black women, they can't really just sit. And then also, when you get accustomed to working for real, when you sit a day off, you do really be fucking bored for real. Like
Right.
this shit, I feel weird for real. Like, and then also
I be
black
enjoying
women.
that shit.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, sometimes too, especially when you do so much different shit. That's another thing. Like black women, they always wanting to do some different shit. You feel me? They like to work, but they be wanting to do hair or wanting to do, you know what I'm saying, fucking nails and taxes, and
Learning massage.
But shit,
doing all types of other
But
shit.
then I wonder if my perspective is off because
And they just go back to school.
like most of the fuck I know, like you like alternative school ass kids whose moms and dads are like, oh no, you too smart for neighborhood school. You not going there. So they didn't grow up and like done super well. Or like hang with y'all and shit, learn all the artsy folk to where they not doing the traditional like right thing, but they doing like this is what really makes my heart blow
This generation's
type
right
shit.
I know some
And I'm
good
living it,
girls that
like-
they just go
But now I'm
back
just
to
talking about
school
people
just
in
out of
general.
boredom. They just be like, not boredom, but it's almost kind of boredom. Like they just be like, I mean, it's just something they just be sewing their shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I work, take me a trip, take care of my babies.
You know
I
who
might just
people
go back
hate?
to school and just.
Why do people hate S.T.N.As though?
Because they're evil.
People do hate them because they be like, man, you only went to school for like a month and a half.
Alright.
Hey, it's not their fault. You ain't going for that.
They don't get a whole bunch of money or nothing like that. Why would
They
you want
make
people to hate them?
$11 an hour because they work in my building.
Yeah, why would you want people to hate
$11 an
them?
It's like
I don't.
the first
They
step.
certified to do some shit that a lot of people would not want to do. Why would they need to?
I'm not saying I want people.
Yeah,
People
you
do
should
hate
do
them
that,
though.
man.
People like think about almost anything. Like you know how to be like these type. Like they got these type of niggas posted. Like when it come to like these type of bitches, like it's like jobs.
Oh,
those bitches
because
got.
all bitches want to say that they about to get their S.T.N.A. Like that shit is just some groundbreaking ass shit. That's why niggas don't like that shit. Because on the opposite spectrum of what you're talking about as far as black women that's really out here about to get their masters and doing their shit, not to knock girls is getting their S.T.N.A. and shit like that, but that's like it's always saying they about to get their S.T.N.A. Like I said, it's something you go to school for like a month and a half, 2 months for that shit, and then you licensed to do that shit, but they like some of them, I'm not gonna say all of them, but some of them act like it's a motherfucking stepping stone to where you about to get ready to be a whole motherfucking nurse or some shit. What the fuck is going on with my shit? And it's really like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't want to knock it too much because it's like, bro, that's some people's, you know what I'm saying? If that's what you gotta do, that's what you gotta do, that's what you do. But it's just like, it's just that generic, like, everybody fucking does that shit. Like, motherfucking, like, I don't know. It's just like hearing a nigga say he about to start rapping. Like,
I don't know.
that's
would say-
an actual profession, so I'm feeling the meaning for that. But rapping is an actual profession.
But I guess like it's so, like a mechanic or something like that, equivalent. But now I don't know because
Not
like
even necessarily, because and that's also sad, because I don't think niggas got really an equivalent of some shit that they just all niggas just fall back on and do. Like, what's the one thing that niggas all just fall back on? Like, nah, I'm about to just fucking do that shit. Like,
I'll go to the army.
yeah.
The army, motherfucking.
Some people just really want to go to the army. They just really want to shoot stuff.
Yeah, some people really want to go to the army, but I mean, that's like a.
But yeah, but we wouldn't even fall back on that, honestly. Like, that would be something I'd be like, wow.
I know a decent amount of folk in the army. Mallory went to the army.
You said what?
Mallory went to the army. Air Force.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Man.
That's crazy.
Ron in the army, my nigga Montel.
And I mean, I hate to demean it like a fullback or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be a dick. You feel me? Like,
I know.
It's just like one
Oh
of
no,
those
you
things.
definitely demean them. What he's saying is, if you're an S.T.N.O, he just doesn't like you, and he doesn't think you really work hard.
No.
But I know. I guess I know what you mean. Cause like to me, it's just like the chicks I know that do that, like I was already doing it, so I ain't never had to deal with. I guess if there's a lie phase of it, so where like some chicks actually just be saying that to make it seem like they doing shit and they not. But like the chicks I know that are S.T.N.Os. But I don't know.
Nah, you needed to do some shit, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? People need to do it. It's like, but I mean, it's just like
but
Jordan
it's not
said,
really a big deal.
Like Jordan said, it's like $11, $12 an hour. You do something, you get certified, and I think they teach you how to take blood, and I think I don't know, or it's other little
like working with
you know,
clients and shit.
Yeah,
like,
you know what I'm saying, hospice and shit like that with like other people and shit like that. So I mean, it is like it's shit that people need to do. It's appreciated. It's some great shit. And if they take that and take it as a stepping stone to something higher, then yeah. But a lot of girls, at least from my experience, they say that shit like they about to get ready to start really being on their way to being a doctor or some shit. They don't even take the S.T.N.A thing. They're always about to take it.
Like, I guess I always gave them respect because, like, I know I can't do any shit where it involves caring for another person. That's just like one.
I definitely can't wipe
I'm not like it's not even going into that. Like, I like you know me, I'm super unempathetic. But then, like, when it comes to folk in that type of situation, I'm superly over empathetic. I'd cry having jobs like that, bro. Like, I wouldn't want to be like I can never work in the hospital, bro. Like, I can't be around all these sick motherfuckers about to die. Like, some people that hit like it's a range from like nigga who just like broke his fucking leg and like, bro, you about to die in your whole family up here. Like, holy shit. like
Marte over here acting like you got a fucking
like nah, bro, like shit like that. Cause like when I'm like even when I see like for real, like mentally handicapped people and shit, like that shit makes me want to cry in public. Like damn, bro, like I wouldn't want to be in that situation. Like nah, like certain shit I can do. Like anybody that's so helpless, they gotta have my ass come help them. Like nah, I don't want to be around you. Like what? I don't want to be around you at all. Like,
somebody's so helpless that I gotta come back.
like, cause you gotta think about it. Like, you so helpless that first off you fucked up, then your family not around, and then I'm here. Like,
the things I've done
that's a trifecta for your ass.
like,
cause God, man, he caring for you? Like, he know I don't give a fuck.
Like, what is going on?
He must not give a fuck either. To make me have to be the one to give a fuck. But nah, man.
Damn.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Ain't that scary? Like, just put yourself in the place like, you fucked up, your family don't care.
Right.
I'm here to wipe your asshole.
Like, cause like,
I'm not gonna wipe it good.
at least when a doctor is like,
and I don't know if it's like getting crusty, if it's gonna hurt.
Ew.
cause even still, at least with a doctor, it's like, yo, like, I'm here because nobody else knows what they're doing.
Right.
But when it comes to basic shit, like, yo, I'm just making sure you don't have a seizure tonight.
I just make sure you don't fly yourself and then walk around in it. That's pretty much it.
Like nobody, like. But I guess that's also why black families don't go to fucking like nursing. How many people, you work in a nursing home, right? How many black people are there? Is it mostly white?
Yeah, it's like all white odds.
But I wonder if black people would do it if they was more affordable.
Yeah, because it's a pretty expensive place. Like, this is a real upscale place. It's like in the place we call memory care, which is people who are having like dementia and stuff. It's like $5,500 a month, and it's crazy.
Fuck.
Yeah, and like the normal people, they're paying like I want to say $3,500 a month or something like that. It's like it's pretty expensive.
$5,500.
Yeah, but I was talking to one dude, and like, he gave me a breakdown of his family, and he's getting money. It's crazy. This dude was 93. I was talking to him. He was like, yeah. He was like, it was me and my wife, and I was a doctor, and then, you know, my wife, she passed away. She was like a homemaker, whatever. We had 3 kids. And then 2 of his kids became doctors, and then like one of like his daughter married a football player who was like, yeah, already money. And then it was like, yeah, and then they just put me here. It's like, because I don't do so well driving or something like that.
They pieces of shit.
It was crazy because they got money.
They can afford it though.
Right, he told me he traveled the whole world. He's not really worried about going nowhere.
he's
Yeah,
chilling,
he like,
man.
yeah.
But
He been around.
Now I feel him saying that, but I also feel like that's still that man in you where you don't like, because that's a hell of a way to go out, bro.
Nah, he be on
Like,
that now.
your
Like,
new game plus ain't supposed to end like that. Like,
That's not New Game Plus, bro. That's the very, very end of your
right.
game. It's
That's
literally the end
the
credits.
dude is 90 something. He told me, he was like, yeah, for a long time
But
I
how
swam
long?
like,
This is all end
I
credits.
swam 50 lengths.
Did he
all
just
50
get there?
years. Nah, he been here for like, actually, yeah, he has. He's been here for like a year is what they
This
told
is
me.
that part of the game where it's the end credits
Okay,
where
yeah.
you walking and shit and like the one name of the guy who writes it is coming up. Like every day
Nah.
of his life is kind of like that. Each day is
but
like,
not just.
written, directed.
But see now, I would be pissed
Oh
off
my
on that
God.
because if they got the money for,
Produced by
but for me, what pissed me off because on the flip side, like if you got the money to pay $5,500 a month for me to be in a nursing home, you got enough for me to live at home with
Yeah, but I
somebody
don't have
to
enough
watch
time
me.
on my hands. So
Yeah,
like,
but
No,
that
but
place
I'm
is
not-
that place. You don't know the severity of how nice that place is because
No, I'm talking about like if you got to think about it, $5,500 a month. That's $60,000 a year. For 60K a
for
year.
60 grand a year, but that's for someone who doesn't have like, who has memory problems or memory issues. They like treat that, feed them, and everything for them.
Not to
Top
mention
to
he's
bottom.
getting to be able to be around other people and still function with society because you can't, like, loneliness is a real thing. If you sitting at home by yourself all fucking day,
But I'm talking
and it's
about
just
at
one
your
person
crib.
caring for that place has become like it's creepy. It's like fucking high school all over again. He gets
Yeah,
up,
that place
he
really
sees
is.
other people, he fucking plays games and shit. He fucking kicks it, bro.
Yeah,
like
they-
he's an older guy that gets to kick it with other old people
They
and
really
talk
just
about
be
old
kicking
people
it.
shit.
Yeah, like they all
They
be
be-
talking about like
yeah.
the 30s and 40s. and
Yeah,
I'll be
my
like,
grandpa goes and plays fucking cards with his old niggas all the time.
Yeah, at the
bro.
rec
Like,
center. But
yeah, like, and I mean, granted, yeah, they probably like to, cause they're able to do shit on their own, so yeah, they don't want to be at home. But when you get to a point that when you legitimately, like, it's almost a danger for you to be by yourself and you need to be careful.
you're not listening to what I'm saying though. I'm saying like
I listen to what you're saying.
like what you for the money he's talking $60K a year. I feel like for $60K a year, you can get that same type of service at home.
But you don't want, he doesn't want to be at home, probably.
Like, and I'm not talking about at home.
Like,
Like,
they probably offer all types of games and events at this place. Like, there's all
True.
sorts of shit of being at a
like
place.
being here is
They're-
definitely worth your money.
Yeah,
versus
it's
being
not
at
just
home.
sitting
like,
at home. If they're really charging $5,500 a month, I can only imagine like these old
But-
people are probably going on all types of fucking field trips. They're getting to be around it. They're getting like good food, good nutrition, possibly. And if it's
They're
done
getting
right,
the best food because I'm in charge of the food, and the guy in charge of me is in charge of more of the food, and he's in charge of the diet aids and everything. It's crazy. It's all prepared. They
yeah,
write
and
the
it's just
whole
it's
shit up
probably
in
healthy
advance.
for them to be
okay,
around
so
other
is there
people that
food
they
you'd
can
want to
relate
eat every day?
What'd you say? Hell yeah! It'd be
Oh, they like
crazy
eating
shit.
steak and shit like that.
Every Wednesday is specialty night. They be having prime rib. It's crazy, Marte. I be like, what?
But now for me,
Fuck.
I just don't buy. Like, I'm not saying like,
$5,500 a month is a lot more. So you gotta think
No,
about
like-
what type of amenities that's.
but not even still though. I'm just saying about the difference between, like, at the end of the day, like, I'm not saying being in an environment where like you're around your peers and shit isn't cool, but it's the difference between like being with them all the time and like
Yeah, but
family.
like
Right.
These people with money, they don't want them at the house all the time. Like,
Right.
I don't want you hanging around my house all the
And I
time.
feel you there because
And-
maybe they do want some solitude, but you do have your own room. And like,
I'm not- it's not even
about rooms there. The rooms are probably fucking.
It's
The
not even
more
about the
money,
room.
The bigger your room. That's what.
It's not even
goes
about the
on.
room size. It's about the fact that like we got the fuck like to me like, and I don't know how you feel, but at least me right now, I'm thinking of it from the sense of like, if I had the type of money to where we can afford to have me go to a retirement home that's $60K a year, and my family put me in a fucking retirement home, I'd fucking hate it. Because what you just told me is, Dad, even though I have the money to have somebody watch you at home, nah, you gotta go here.
Well,
Like,
it just
yo,
depends. And I think that
what?
I think that with your mindset of what a retirement home is probably just dependent upon. It gotta definitely depend on the check, bro.
Right.
The check, if you
It
got
don't
that check,
matter.
hold on, because I heard your point. Let
Yeah.
me just say, like, it's like, all right, look, because even if it's like, okay, it'd probably be different if it's a husband and a wife. If I'm an older married person, me and my wife, yeah, we can kick it at the crib by ourselves, though, somebody take care of us, cool. But if I'm by myself, if it's just me in a house by myself, alone all the time, and I get into a certain routine as to where I wake up, I take my
See, that's where you keep missing me. I'm not talking about like me living in like Marte's apartment. I'm
I'm
talking
not
about.
talking about more. Even in a big ass fucking house, you live there by
No,
yourself.
I'm not talking about living by myself. I'm talking about if you got the money to spend $60K on me at a retirement home, you got enough money for me to live with y'all, and you pay
Live
somebody
with
to watch-
us? No, you're not living with us. I have
And
to
that's
live
why I
my
would
own.
hate them.
Okay, well,
That's
then-
exact. That's
well, then
why I would
a
hate
different.
them.
That's
Yeah,
a
that's a different thing. That's a personal thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro,
Yeah, nah,
because you
but
gotta
I'm not
realize-
Now I
Listen,
can.
if I'm a man and I'm married to a woman and we have children, you're a grandpa. You
Yeah.
live in your
Right.
own home. You don't have to live with us. The only reason why you would live with us is because, like you said, we don't have the finances to let
Right.
you live by yourself. Now, your first thing was, let me live in this house by myself.
No, that's
Cool.
not
Let
what
you
I've
live
been
in the house
saying.
by yourself and somebody take care of
No,
you.
that's not what I've been saying. Y'all been missing that. That's not what I was saying.
Live with us.
No, what I'm saying is like, because we was talking about how
Saying
black
like
people probably don't put their people in the retirement home because they don't have the money, so they stay with y'all. But what I'm saying on the flip, when you think about it, it's kind of fucked up. If you do have the money,
And
like
then you still put them out the house.
you still put them out the house because at that point,
No,
like,
you're contradicting yourself.
It's
You
not
said-
contradicting.
You said black people don't put their old people in retirement homes because they don't have the money. But
But-
that would be fucked up if you do have.
but now I'm
the money
thinking about from the
and
fucking
then put them
now-
in there. Why?
Think about it from the fucking their perspective though, because like especially when what really got it for me when Jordan said that $60K a year, like, because that's like, because like it's like black people can't do it because they just can't afford it. Now I get like from what you're saying, like people want to move and they don't want to raise their parents, but I'm flipping from the parent and you got $60K a year and you could have had somebody watch me at your house because I would run because I would want to.
At your house.
Yeah, I would want to be around my
I
family.
mean, I
and
gotta
shit.
pay for you
Well,
to be at my
yeah,
house,
you're
and
not-
then for my caretaker to be at
Yeah.
my house all the time.
And you're not
But
really.
you already paying for that,
You
like-
don't know. Like,
But now,
your
but I'm just telling you.
grandparents should not live in the same house as you. Like, this
I'm-
is not like.
But
I mean, maybe I'm sounding insensitive, but that I don't know. I feel like I don't know.
feel like they should.
Because now you're making me feel bad about like if my mom wants to get older, but I don't think like if we have the money, to put you in somewhere where they're gonna be able to care for you, like and really care for you.
They really.
You know what I'm
care
saying?
for
Like,
people.
But if
put
you-
you living in the house with us, like that don't make.
But if you also have that type of money, but because it's the because
well, yeah, I mean, if you want to be with the grandbabies and shit, but it's still like.
but now it's just for me. It's like when I think of that type of money, because that's when it make flip for me. Because like, okay, if you got $60K to be like, because $60K is a lot. Like I can understand like
you gotta realize what he
Like,
said though. You gotta listen to
60K
that
for
fucking shit
people
that
who
they did.
lost their mind.
You said no.
It's
hold
like
on.
closer to 30 to 40. for
Fuck the
people
money,
who are
bro.
regular.
He
Right.
said that he was a doctor, his wife was a doctor,
But-
they had 2 kids that was doctors, and then the husband's a football player, and the daughter does shit too.
The wife is a homemaker.
$60,000 a fucking year is not shit to them. They
Which
just that. I talk to people at my job.
which
all
is
the
why
time.
like no, but that's why it's so fucked up to me when I'm thinking about it. Because for $60K, I can be with my fucking family.
He's saying
If
for
you
$60K
can
to have throwaway money.
like if that's your
instead of
throwaway
go
money,
somewhere else.
like, cause like it's not like you can't be somebody struggling and be where Jordan's working. So for me, it's just like it becomes fucked up on a different level. Cause like, bro, you have enough money to
Do
work.
you not realize, like, if you have dementia or some shit, that's even down to that, bro.
But-
Somebody who's older and going through shit, like, you're in the house. We trying to have a whole fucking hospital in the wing of the house when they got a fucking place for that.
Yeah.
Like, there's a whole place for that where you can not only be in the motherfucking shit getting taken care of, but there's a whole ecosystem of people. You don't have to necessarily be bothered with those people, but there are people who have literally gone and trained and been certified, hopefully, in more money, certified and dealing with you.
What I'm thinking is like,
Well, I think we're both thinking about ourselves and the person, and it would depend on the older person who, you know
I
what
feel
I'm
like,
saying? It depends
let me
upon
tell you,
them.
because I've seen the inside of this place, and I feel like if my family had the money, I'd be like, definitely put me in there with my peers, okay? I'd be
It
like,
seems like they
throw
have
me in
different
there.
activities
Fuck
and
it.
shit, probably. Like,
Like-
tell us some of the shit that they do, Jordan.
So every Friday, they have this thing, it's called mocktail. It's just a celebration of food. They just bring them a bunch of food. Like, it's just a big event that we just set up in different locations throughout the building. Because the building's big as fuck. It's like 8 or 9 stories. It's big as fuck. So, like, there's events
Oh,
going on
dude, like
all
the
over the
fuck
place.
too, bro. They be
Yeah.
in there fucking each other, bro.
It's awful, but yeah, they do that too. It's like
Yeah.
events everywhere. They have a library built in. They have a health center. They have a fitness center. They have a wellness center, which is almost the same thing, but it's 3 different things, Marte.
And
I didn't
people have
even
different
know.
hobbies and shit, and like they probably take them. They take them on field
They have a
trips and
church
shit.
built right in, organs,
Ooh.
all this shit, like everything. It's crazy.
that's lame.
Yeah, they got they have other things built in, like in case you don't or you're not a Christian.
You
but,
can't
like,
have a listen. You can't have a church in a retirement home because God put you there if you believe. So that just becomes a weird way to pray. I'm just saying, I can't pray to somebody who put me there.
They got feedings.
At least with my mindset.
They
Go
do
ahead.
feedings 2 times a day, but even if
2
you
times a day, they only
like,
feeding.
Hold on, let me tell you, like, I run 2 sessions of food. Like, I run a lunch, which is 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock, and then I run a dinner, which is 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock. So, if you don't make it in those times, there's another option, because they have, like, this
What?
window open, that I'm also in charge of, which is really annoying. They have this window open where you can just walk up and be like, I want a hamburger, I want a hot dog, blah, blah,
See,
blah,
look,
blah.
that's
All
epic,
kind of
man.
crazy shit, Marte. Like, they have nurses walking around 24/7. Like,
I wasn't hungry at 4:30. I'm hungry now.
That's exactly what happens.
I
Like,
want a cheeseburger made right the fuck down with bacon on that bitch.
every time. They can even call and order food, and it's not a prison, so and then you can get up and walk outside, and then there's a pizza shop across the street. There's a Chick-fil-A across the street. There's a Taco Bell too. You can just go pick that shit up, bring it back. You can drink. You can do whatever you want. It's literally there's independent living and there's assisted living. You pay a little more for assisted living. For
Now,
independent living,
my
it's
grandmother
cool.
and my dad's side live on that. I know what you mean, but it's just like
It's like
like assisted living. I can get it because that's
Money.
old people apartments, but it's not like for me. It's like when the family kicks me out.
But see, I was thinking about we should
Right.
discuss that because I don't feel like that's the family kicking. I feel like if you're,
It's the family kicking.
I feel like if you're older and you're getting to
because
the
everybody ain't got that shit.
Nah, because I don't know. If my mom had, like, if my mom, well, nah, I don't even want to speak about that, God forbid, I won't. But if any of, like, an older person I knew, like, or something like that, started to really develop something like, I would want them to be close to me and shit like that. But if I have a wife, children, and all that
a
shit,
whole lot going on.
even if I have enough space for it to be a whole wing, I don't know how, like, I don't know if I or if she would want that to be right there. To where, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's something where, like, you know what I'm saying?
But here's the worst part: everybody
I
there
don't know.
don't got dementia.
No, it's
Yeah,
not everybody.
but
Some of the older people, it's even down to, like, bro, like, just like I said, bro, when you're an older
Some
person,
of the older
if you
people
don't stay
got more
active,
money.
that's why a lot of old people go back and get jobs as they get older, because you can, when you get older and you just sitting around and you're not doing shit, your body starts to fucking
Break down,
deteriorate.
yeah.
You're not moving, you're not active,
Yeah,
you're not
but
so.
one
if
of the
they-
ladies
if-
there, she been there for like, I think they said 6 months, and she gained like 40 pounds because like it's just so much food there, like, and she don't do nothing but just smoke cigarettes and then just wait for feeding time, like. In 6 months, yeah. It's like,
But it's like-
Y'all
40
gotta
pounds.
change the name of it from feed.
They call it. I just call it feeding time because I'm awful, but.
And then something like, but it's not fast. It's
But that sounds like the feeling from the slap drink, but not.
Right.
For me, it's like,
I just throw the shit
like,
on the
I feel
floor,
what y'all
and
saying.
old people pick it up.
Like, I'm
Dude,
not
if
saying.
you can see these pictures of this shit, like it's crazy. They had a gelatin pretzel salad display that I had to set up. It
Hold
was
on.
fucking ridiculous.
Stop the house.
Pretzel?
Yeah.
Salad.
Gelatin pretzel salad. Like, it was nutritious enough to be called salad, but it was like gelatin and pretzels and all kinds of shit mixed into it. It was crazy. Yeah.
That sounds
That's what
so
I said,
fucking
too.
old.
They don't sound good at all, but I'm like, how do you
That's
I tried
denture,
one, it
that's
was
that
like-
denture diet, nigga. Like,
get your diet
like,
pretzels and fucking gelatin, my G?
like, cause they can't legally call it Jello, like, cause they don't got the trademark. Like, we have a gelatin-based substance with pretzels, like. But nah, bro, like, I feel what y'all saying, cause I'm not saying I would want to be in a situation where I'm taking care of my mom. But on the same point, I could definitely feel like she would be pissed off.
No, if I
put her in
had
the
the
home.
funds to have somebody take care, I'm talking about it being. I think the clear distinction in where I'm talking about is versus it being on site in my home and being at a place, or even it being at her home. And like, out of those three, I think I would leave the decision ultimately up to whoever the older person is.
My choice is ultimately like, nah, bro, I want to be with family.
You're an old ass kid. You know what I mean? But I feel it because maybe your grandkids like, I want to see Pop.
Like, and
Running
especially
around,
because
fucking
they won't really sell me on this. Like,
But are you talking? But do you need assistance or do you just want to
It
fucking
don't
live
fucking
with
It's
it?
a display we made for them, and that's for the salad. And in the background, you can see little tables set up and stuff. It's like a legit.
What's
like,
in the thing though?
in the cup?
Yeah.
That's the gelatin pretzel salad. That's what's in there.
Old ass people just coming out. Ooh.
And they're like, huh? What?
They eat any of them?
Yeah, they ate a ton of them. They love that shit. It's crazy. Like, the chef.
but also I hear the older you get, your taste buds die out and shit, and that's why old people like hard candy. Cause like your taste buds aren't as strong, so like.
I would have bet that I would imagine everything starts to deteriorate the older
But-
you get, bro. All of that shit stops working. If
But
it's
think
your
about
woman-
getting to a point to where a peppermint is strong to you again.
Peppermint's always been strong.
Now I'm talking about like the little shitty ass red white peppermints. Like it's just like the flavor.
Or when that's just the only thing that's strong, you just drink your pop like this shit. The fuck?
Nah, but it is funny to me though, cause like my grandma switched to Coke like in the last 2 years. Like we've been a Pepsi family my whole life, and now she like Coke better. Like it's just like.
Can't taste it no more, man.
Like,
But nah, man, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. Shit's cool though.
if I'm old, bro, my future kids, you'll never see this, but I'm speaking into existence. If you ever put me in a nursing home, I'm gonna hurt you.
No, this is all good.
I'm not
Hey,
hurt
he'll
you.
be fucking cool.
He'll
But
be
they
alright.
don't want to fucking sit at home all day. You can get him
Nah,
some
bro,
fucking
you ain't got no choice. If you don't take me into your home, I'm gonna haunt you and your wife. or
We'll haunt you,
husband.
but probably for something else.
It's gonna be for that. Cause that's gonna be the ultimate, like, bro. That's like, cause you know your parents love bringing up that, bro. All the shit I done for you, like. Anytime you don't want to do anything, it don't matter
The
how small
only
it is.
thing is if you put them in a nursing home and then you never go visit. Because
Right,
you're
you
like,
gotta
oh, nah.
visit them.
They out there with the old people. They just out there living with motherfuckers that they don't know or something like. That'd be the only thing. If they tell,
I don't want
if
you to
it's-
fucking visit me. You don't get to visit me after you fucking pick me here. Like,
sound to me like you loving it too much. You
Right.
don't even want us to come.
Nah.
You're like, well,
It's your
we about to go
punishment.
swimming.
it's your punishment. It's like if you was selling drugs and your mom caught the cops with you. She can't come visit you. You pick me here. You don't get the joy of seeing my fucking
I
This
face.
is
mean,
right. You're in
this
jail,
is
so you can't tell your mom to leave.
You can tell you about it. Leave. Like, I'm not going up there to see her.
I was
Like,
like, get your bitch ass up there and see your fucking mom, bitch.
nah, bro, you fucking pick me here. Like, it's like that fucking meme about the kid calling his dad, getting his dad in trouble for selling heroin. He can never see his dad.
You gotta
yet.
smoke weed.
Like, you can't fucking see me. You gonna stand right when you fucking pick me in this hole.
No, I didn't.
Like your whole life, you can't see me. I'm gonna die in here.
Your
and
whole
I'm,
life.
You gotta know you put your dad in a
Your
fucking
whole
death
life, you can't see me.
like when I die,
Oh.
I'm a funeral, bro. He not allowed. He put me here. Everybody
I'm
else.
like, hey,
I don't have a bouncer with his picture out of no acceptance. Like,
Don't listen to him.
We don't have a list of niggas that's on the list. We got one nigga that's not on the list.
Anyone else can get it.
Like you didn't
They say not on
like,
the
he
list.
told me, are you sure? Like, bro, you don't see a picture? Just picture him with a red ass.
He like, it's the same picture of him saying, "You sure?" He like, yeah, that's him right there.
Like, but nah, bro, that's the worst. And then, but it also has to suck being the nigga that changed their bed sheets because, like you said, they do be fucking, and that has to be a different type of gross.
Nah, they got guys who are into that.
The S.T.N.A and the housekeepers.
Yeah, man. They cool, but even they probably getting a little bit better whoppers, man. But
Nah.
I mean, shit, if you ain't got anything to talk about, or
Is that anything left?
We just talking about old people.
Yeah,
how
let's
that's
talk about
what's up.
retirement homes now.
But that was a natural conversation. So that's
yeah,
good.
man. I think we can put it there, man. Take care of your old people, your old loved ones, regardless if they want to stay at the
G
crib.
can't get his fucking speech now because he's all about it. He's all about the fucking nursing home.
I will take my old people to the nursing home.
That's not how you said
If
it.
it's $5,500, a nursing home for $5,500 a month, if they really balling and got the fucking amenities. Now, if I hear one fucking thing about some bullshit happening to somebody other that I know, then it's gonna be a problem. But if they're kicking it and they're really living life and having fun in that bitch, like, bro, have you ever been on a cruise or some shit like that?
Mm-mm.
Bro, if it was like, it sounded like a fucking cruise shit. It sounded like a cruise
Exactly
line
like
every day.
that. That's exactly
Old
what
people
it is.
fucking love cruises. If they were just on a fucking live cruise, but they don't gotta go nowhere, just fucking wake up.
Are
They
they
got
stopping
fucking
because they want us to shut up?
got different
Or they
activities and
stopping
shit.
'cause
No,
they
they
stop?
always doing shit. They always doing some shit. But nah, bro, that's fucking cool, bro. Like the older they get, bro, you can't just fucking succumb to like just doing nothing. You gotta stay active. And if they got fun shit and
It's
good
events
food
every
and
day.
nutrition, you know what I'm saying, and good people and good energy, and then other people that's their age to communicate with.
Everybody's
You know what I'm
90.
saying? Because lonely is fucking
Lonely is
fucking
trash,
thing, bro.
but your family telling you you're not welcome here.
It's not saying you're not welcome. If you're a mature old person, you would fucking realize like when I was fucking younger and I was raising my family and shit, I can kind of understand how it would be fucking difficult to just take care of my fucking mother and shit. Or
Now when you got 60K, I can't. Now when you got 30K,
Bro, and when you got 60 and 30K, you're not the one who specifically just takes care of that shit. We go back and forth all fucking day, bro. It's cool.
Either
one
way-
of us are in that situation, so.
But one day we're gonna be getting to that age. We'll have to put this in a time capsule for
I would just
20.
speak to my mom and my dad and see what they would prefer, bro. I know that my dad probably would prefer to love that shit. My mom would probably just want to get some land and maybe be taken care of at home and shit. But if we got to a point to where, like, if I really found a nice one, like, no, mom, like, this bitch, like, living at a fucking theme park. Like, they
Listen,
fucking kick it
In
this bitch.
2058,
Like,
we will
man,
talk.
I want to be fucking 60 so I can go stay at this bitch. Like, bro, that shit
Listen,
sound fun, bro.
In 2058, we'll both be 66 and we will revisit this conversation. Because that's when we'll be like
My kids are
retirement
gonna be
age.
fucking loaded. Kids, I'm fucking telling you. Me and your grandma, fucking, bro, that fucking shit.
As your wacky
That
uncle.
fucking moon palace, fucking, old folks home, bro, that's gonna be on the moon, bro. Put me up
Don't
on
be
that
a piece
bitch, bro.
of
I'm
shit.
gonna be able to do a backflip like,
Don't be a piece of shit.
But y'all niggas better fly to the moon and come see me. I want to see my grandbabies. And they need to come see the moon.
If you
But
listen,
shit.
don't be a piece of shit. Raise your grandparents.
Raise your grandparents.
But don't be a piece of shit.
It's the Back of the Class podcast where the cool kids send their grandparents to old folks' homes.
Zach